Right, so I thought I'd quickly just show you my slingshot rifle I finished. So this is just a normal gun bag. I fold it over, pretty small. Go indoors later and I'll show you or run through it a little bit better. But I'll try and do a bit of shooting now. But I'll actually explain all the parts and how I made it in a little while. Right, so I hope everyone's alright. I was going to do a shooting video today of the slingshot rifle, but I was halfway through doing it. I'd had a bit of practice off camera and I started to film and I got interrupted, so I had to stop. But anyway, so here it is, what I've made. Now what I was going to make, I'd already started to make one, but I didn't like it. So I was looking through some wood I had, and I had this piece of wood, which is a tree branch, and I was going to make a walking stick out of it. But then when I looked at it, and I thought, I reckon I could change that into the slingshot rifle. You can just about see it. Bit of Kydex for the trigger guard. I had to put a bit of tape around the handle just to make it a bit more grippier. A little ring on the bottom in case I put a sling on it. The trigger what I bought. This bit is the end of a rolling pin. I've got to handle this end because this is quite thin. And also when you're cocking it, it's good to have a handle there. And then on the end I've put a cut down catapult slingshot I had, and on this end of the rifle I've put an extra piece of wood on the bottom. There's a hole there to put a sling. I've put that extra piece of wood on the bottom so I could get two long screws in the catapult slingshot. So what I'd done, I put the catapult on. I put some just long bands on, and I pulled them back until it felt like it was kind of getting to the point of that's its maximum tension. So I got, you know what I mean, so my bands was about as far as they could go, because this isn't a massively long one. I noticed a lot of people make these massively long and have really long bands, but I didn't want that, I wanted shorter. So far so good. I've been having a go with it. I like it, and I can be much more accurate with this than I can a normal catapult. It takes me a fair bit of time to warm up and start getting an eye for it, if you know what I mean. But this, it shoots pretty consistently. It was easy to make. The only thing you really got to do is just put all your bits on, drill a couple of holes through here, square it off, so your trigger goes in. And if you don't know how these work, you got these two bars sticking up. You put your ball in your pouch, you draw it back, and you put the pouch through here, and then the ball is stopped by these two bars. When you pull the trigger, they open up. That makes sense. I'll show you later. When I get the time, I'll do a proper video of this. if people are interested, I'll show you it again. But that's the Slingshot Rifle so far. I might make some more. Quite like it. It's nice to be able to actually use something like this you've made yourself. Now, the law on hunting with them, I'm not 100% sure of. I'm pretty sure it would be legal to use them, because it's legal to hunt with a catapult as long as you're using metal ball bearings. And all this is basically it's a catapult, but with a release device on it. You can't hunt in the UK with bows or crossbows. You can with catapults. So that's just a catapult with a release aid this end. It's not a crossbow. It's not shooting arrows either. So I think you'd be perfectly legal hunting with this. Now I think this one, I don't know how powerful it is yet. I want to get a fair few shots off. A good bit of practice first, see how it's kind of shooting. I think it would be powerful enough to get animals at close, maybe a little bit closer range than normal. But the bands are at the full extension of what you get them, and it's only a little bit shorter than my draw length. I think if I'd have gone a couple more inches longer, it would have been at my draw anyway. And with these Asda Grey, single Asda Grey bands, I've got pheasants before. With single Asda Grey bands and 9.5 steel. And this is double grey bands. Now I've been shooting out of this, I think, they're not 9.5, I think they're either 7 or 8 mil steel balls. And it seems pretty good and consistent. I've got both. 9.5 and whatever they are, 7 or 8. I'm going to have a fair few shots with both of them and see what one works best in it. And then if I can do some hunting with it, I probably will. Right, so anyway, there's the Slingshot Rifle. Oh, one other thing, I'll tell you how I aim with it. It's pretty good. I line up these two in between the forks, kind of like that, and it shoots pretty much dead on. In fact, it actually just shoots slightly to the left, but consistently. It's always the same place. So that's a pretty good way of aiming, in my opinion. Right, anyway, I'm going to make some more, I think, when I get some more of these triggers. They're only about 12 quid. And then when I get a chance to do some shooting with this, I will. Right. Cheers for watching. And I'll see you later.